Check. Are we live? Okay, fantastic. I think we are. Give me a second. Let me finish some of the sitting ups. And we will begin momentarily. Alright. Well, I'm back from lunch. Let me see. Okay, so got a bunch of questions that I would like answers to. Let's see how this is built. I think we can just get started immediately. No more waffling. Come on, Ransom. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. Because I usually cut these tapes with my key. But okay, let me see if I can show the camera. Look, it's one of these like you can take off the top cover once. I've never had a box that does this before. This is kind of exciting. Aiden, hello. Night Soto. Welcome to the stream. Guy in short, hey, what's up? How much did that set? How much does this set look? You mean how much did this set cost? I think this retails in Singapore for 159 Singaporean. If you have like membership with the stores, which a lot of like the official retailers here do, you get like 10% off. And I think independent sellers usually price their stuff sort of even lower than that. So yeah, it's not too bad, but it's also not amazing. Oh, nice. Okay. Wow, we might not make use of this actually, but this is quite nice. I already have like quite a nice like space in front of me that I've set up for the stream, and these bags can stand, so don't think I will need the box, but this is very nice. Also for potentially like storing the set. Okay, let's see, 11 goes behind. Right, Dark Takanuva? This is the first time I've had it with one of these Lego sets. I think some other sets, I think some 18 plus stuff have had this before, but this is first for me. Alright, we might have a bit of an unwieldy instruction booklet. We'll see how that goes. 7. Okay, one of the benefits of these paperbacks like is that they can stand, and I didn't even really think about that until like literally just now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And instructions. Very nice. This is a new style of paperback for the instructions and stickers, I assume. Ooh, okay. It's sleeved. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if this is supposed to come off like that. Okay. I think we're supposed to open it this way. Okay. They might have messed up. This might be stuck onto here. Okay, it's not. Okay. That's not too bad. I'm gonna assume that was unintended. Alright, so booklet. Oh, okay. They aren't even numbered. Yeah, can do build together. You know what? This is very manageable. I'm gonna see about splitting this into 2 columns in front of me, so I can just go through them one at a time. Great. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be 1, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Stickers we'll probably not use. I'll put it aside. Wheels and wing. These wings are completely hard plastic. Very nice. I wonder if these are developed for the coming How to Train Your Dragon dragons. Okay. Let's get on with Ryu. The thing is, I have the other Ryu as well that I got just to meet the gift with purchase threshold. And I am considering also building that just to see how they stack up. Alright, new dragon thing. Okay. This is interesting. I haven't seen those in any of... Yeah, I think that the rollout for these are kind of inconsistent. They're rolled out in some regions and not in others. Yeah. Like, whoever... Like, whatever suppliers we have do have the paperback, so that's nice. Hello, Clicks Bricks. Welcome to the stream. Do you see the new Gundam G-Quacks? Yeah, I'm gonna give G-Quacks a thumb sideways. I don't love it. Like, I feel like if it was a secondary or tertiary Gundam or a villain Gundam, I would love it. As the main Gundam, I'm gonna give it a eh. Like I think it's too weird for me. As a guy who loved the Barbatos and Aerial, I think I just prefer the Aerial in basically every way. So yeah, that's where I am with. Oh, cool! You can turn this around, and I assume just use the dragon head. Okay, let's see. I don't know about these being brick built. I wonder if they're gonna do something more interesting with these. Otherwise, this would be kind of pointless. I'm gonna guess that these wings are reusable. Maybe this can be used as decorations and stuff. I'm sure I'm sure that like mock builders will go nuts with this. There are 2 studs connections here. Like they're gonna be people who are gonna use this for texture galore. Yeah. All right. On the back and a cowl. All right. Yeah. Cowl. Okay. Oh. That's odd. Okay, so I thought that like this like fire face is there so that you can use the fire head, but it looks kind of odd because the flame is bleeding into the eye part and it looks kind of wonky. I'm just gonna rotate it back around. I guess that didn't quite work out as intended. Bro, Lego 2025? Yeah. Lego 2025. Indeed. Okay. So this is like a completely static like head. It is what it is, I suppose. Like minifigure heads themselves are actually pretty hard to turn, but like, yeah, I don't really have a solution for this. I wish minifigure heads were easier to turn. And so even if you have a helmet that can be turned easily and work with the neck joint, usually what happens is you turn the helmet and the head below it sort of remains like stationary, and then it looks silly. It's 2025 right now. Yeah, it is for me. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the rain outside my window. I'm gonna have to like listen to this again on playback to see if it can be heard. And like if these mics, ooh, some rumbling, some white noise for you guys. If you guys also want some white noise, it comes free with the stream. All right. That I'm gonna guess that this is the torso. Okay. It's the rain. If the rain is quiet static noise, then yes. Heard that thunder. Very nice. Okay. That's the other thing. Is like I wonder if it's getting processed in some way so that it sounds like something else instead. Like it sounds like static instead of of rain. I hope it's not unpleasant. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna guess that this is the attachment for the head. So one of my questions is, how easy is it gonna be for me to just like take the head off this thing and put it on the main body at a place where it will be more appropriate for the head to be? And yeah, let's see if we can do some real quick just modification right on stream. That might be quite exciting. There's a clip here. I assume that this bar here is for the attachment to the big robot. Okay. Very nice. I love me some like unexpected like brackets. And there's one of those. How's everybody doing this fine new year? I am actually quite excited for 2025. 2024 has been the year of paperwork for me. I've got like a bunch of stuff that I needed to sort out, and I think a lot of it is in place now. So hopefully 2025 can be the year of work, and you guys can see me put out more work. I'll be streaming more. I got a bunch of equipment for that. So I sure hope that I can actually do it for reals. I initially didn't plan to do anything with this set. Having looked at it more and more, number one, I'm liking it more and more every time I look at it. And number two, I actually have some ideas for it now. I'm not sure if I can, like, I'm not sure if it's very high up on my list of priorities. So I might not get to it, but if I have time, and you know, oh, this print is nice. You know what's also nice? What's also nice is like this sort of like seam line that's made by this groove, the groove of the jumper, that makes it looks like a look like a mouth, and that's awesome. And antennas, hell yeah. Okay. Ooh. Let me see. I should have a hollow stud. Oh, the hollow stud is transparent. Very cool. And we're on. Alright, so just like very straightforward. Just rotation. Cool. I can work with that. That. Alright, so these are probably going to be the legs. No surprises here. Up brackets. We'll do that and that. Okay. I'm gonna assume the other legs are the same. I'm just gonna build here. I do wonder about the, well, okay, I guess we'll see. I wonder about like the, like when you have static legs like this that are also like in bent position. I'm a bit of a stickler for the positions of the way that the foot is positioned. And well, we'll see how this interacts with the combined mech. All right. Now for foot, very cool. Firebird bricks. Looks forward to getting this set. Seems like a fun build. Yeah, it looks like a fun build. It's like I've got a bunch of questions. Hopefully they will get answered, you know, once I finish building. Hopefully the answers are interesting. Okay. Alright. Very cute. Alright. Hand. Arm. Okay. Oh, cool. Alright. Very cool. There's a sticker there. We're going to ignore that. I think I just love this size. I hope that they make more that's just like this. Like exactly this size. Maybe add some knees and we're golden. Uh, such a great little thing. Like this and the GWP Tahu, I want more that uses like the mini ball joints in a way that feels like intended and pleasant. And it doesn't feel like I'm stretching it, or it doesn't feel like you know, you can do more with it. Alright, so I'm gonna guess. Man, this big sword, I wonder if the mold got an upgrade or if this just carries over from all the way from like where did this first appear? Was it like Vikings? Or was that a slightly different mold and I actually made them like I'm just mistaking it for each other because they look kind of similar. Alright. That's a sword. Very nice. I'm very glad this tiny guy also gets a weapon. Optimal, hey! Zane's like a brick build big fig. Yeah, I know, right? It's great. And he's like way more articulated than a big fig. The problems with big fig is that like they don't move. Castles from the orcs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I okay. But like the thing is that like I wonder if it's actually a different mold that just looks exactly the same. Like at some point they changed these two pieces from hard plastic to soft plastic, right? Like one of those. Cause like there must have been like a few years where we don't see this sword piece, right? Or has it always been in circulation? I know that they have something about how like after a few years of being like out of production, they'll just like destroy the mold. So yeah. Oh, okay. This is Ryu. This is the first part of Ryu. Surely this is not all of Ryu. All right. Okay. I'm excited to see how this new helmet piece works. It looks very nice. Well, my main gripe with like Ninjago headpieces are that they can't turn. Let's see if this can. And it seems like it might be able to, especially with the neck brace. It seems like it's designed to be able to turn. Alright. One side shoulder pad. Okay. It can turn. It can turn quite a bit. It can turn quite a bit with the shoulder pad. I think. Alright, let me try something. Let's see how it turns without the shoulder pad. That's okay. That's not bad. That's something. Right? It is something. Check what year is printed on the sword. Ooh, good point. I can do that, can't I? Alright, let me check. Alright, I'm gonna put this back on. I'm not sure how I feel about these like sort of like inner visor pieces. That's pleasant. I think that's about as much as I can expect from Ninjago. All right. The sword. I can't find. I can't really find the year printed on here. It just says Lego. There might be no year information on this particular piece. Or I just am not good at looking for it. Planning to snag the Cole helmet to put on Mech Cole from Mech Titan. That is probably a good decision. This does look kind of mechanical, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright. Oh, nice. How was the Grim Viper? Did it treat you well? I remember there being some design decisions on that thing that I was pretty proud of. It went together quite smoothly, on my end, at least. Like Vic Vipers usually go pretty well. Like, I don't have too much troubles making Vic Vipers usually. I built a Barbatos from a knockoff brick company, but looking at your mock, I think they might have stolen your design. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Nothing I can do about that. It's yeah. I don't really like talking about this. I think that like me acknowledging that I know it exists and also that I can't really do anything about it, to some people will be like tacit approval, which I don't give. Like if you see it around, the best thing you can do for me is just to let people know, like point people my way, like just say, oh, actually this is designed by Ransom Fern, and if you can drop a link, that'd be awesome. And I have seen people do that, which is very nice. Thanks guys, really appreciate the audience. The new helmet looks like Power Rangers a little, and I think that's very nice. I know, right? I love me my Power Rangers. I think that like Ninjago has basically been Lego's Power Rangers for a long time, and I have no problems with that whatsoever. I know that it's still vaguely Japanese, but it sort of like feudal Japanese styling, but like I think they're basically a brand new theme every year as well. So it feels very much like Power Rangers, where every year you would have like a different theme, which is great. You know, this year, what's our theme this year? I guess our theme this year is dragons. Speaking of which, I think the new Sentai suits look super good. They look very nice. I'm just to see how the toy of the mechs work out. It looks like we're not doing combinations this year. It looks like there's gonna be some core robot with different armors. But yeah, we're doing weirdo things this year again. But like, I'm very glad that I have heard good things about the current show, but I think the wheel helmets just looks too dumb for me. I can't take it. I mean, it was pretty good, but my dumbass still had missing pieces. Sorry for swear if that matters. I think we can let that slide. That's okay. We're like it's, let's say we keep it PG. I think that's still within kind of PG. It's like, as far as swearing goes, I don't really have a problem with swearing, but like, you do want to establish sort of like ground rules for the stream, which I need to. I've been sort of procrastinating on that, but I really should do that. Like have like one of those like message right before people are able to. Hold on, is this Ryu? Why is Ryu so? This can't be Ryu. Why is Ryu so dark blue and white? Okay. Anyways, I was saying one of those messages about how like, oh, these are the ground rules of the stream. That'd be good for me to establish. But yeah, thinking of like Adam Savage says that like obviously he swears a lot in real life, but he knows that a lot of kids watch his stuff, and yeah, he likes the idea that kids. I don't quite remember what the Adam Savage quote actually is, but it's something along that line. And I think that like people who do like Lego on the internet, I think if they don't think that a sizable amount of their audience is, you know, pretty young, would be wrong and or deluded. Yeah. What do you think about Cold Titan Mech? best mech they ever made. Night Prime. I think by a fair margin, it is the best mech they've ever made. Um, we'll see if it gets dethroned this year, but so far it's holding the title. It's also, I think, the only 16 plus mech. Is it 16 plus or is it 14 plus or something like that? So they had a bit more leeway with what they were able to do with it. I have like problems with it. Like my problems with it are like me problems. I love how the shoulders look, but handling them is kind of frustrating. Like the outward movement is kind of limited. The hips are slightly more fragile than I thought they would be. The what else? Okay, so one of the things that Nick did with that model is that he used a lot of slopes, like just basic slopes. The thing with basic slopes is I'm gonna guess that they're very cheap and you get a lot of volume. And he like arranged them in a way that's really nice and feels intentional. Unfortunately, I think that they're very easily to knock off. They don't have that much clutch. And they're in positions where it's sort of like you can sort of wiggle them out of place, and you see that happening quite a lot when people handle like the thing. I was planning on using the sliding knee, obviously fantastic. I am surprised by how simple it is. Yeah, I was planning on using it in a video, but I'll shoot you a DM on Insta first to chat further about if you don't mind. I want to make sure people get pushed your direction to buy instructions. You can use it in a video, that's fine. It's like, just let people know. I'm like as long as you don't sort of like show basically step-by-step instructions, I'm good. But like, I mean, even for that model, like the step-by-step instructions are available on my YouTube video. So it's not that like I don't feel too protective over it either. That was when I was still doing like freemium instructions. The only thing is following the video is so complicated. The edits were very fast. 5 minutes videos took me 2 hours. Oh, okay. So here's a trick. You can slow the video down. There's like a speed slider. You just do that. When you think Kai's Titan mech will come out? Maybe 2025, 2026? I have no idea, but maybe probably soon. They won't be able to resist making a red a red mech. But also, there's a lot of red mechs in Monkey Kit, and I wonder if that would also make them feel a bit, like they have to wait, so that it doesn't match up. Actually, we haven't seen a big Monkey King mech this year. So I'm wondering if it's either gonna come out later, or maybe they're saving it for next year. Yeah. Coach Titan Mech was my favorite set of 2024. My favorite set of 2024, I think, will still have to go to Dune Ornithopter. It's really difficult to beat that Dune Ornithopter. That thing is a marvel of engineering. It's so good. Yeah. But yes, Cole's Titan Mech I think is like at least in my heart, like as a mech guy, it's an incredible achievement. It is easy second place after the Dune Ornithopter. Happy New Year, JKF. Spectator, it'll probably be a saddle pad for Ryu. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess I mean, has Ryu been gendered? I don't know, yeah, but it will probably, it is Sora's colors. Sora's colors are oh yeah, that's the other reason why I picked up the other Ryu set, which is I still don't have Sora's hairpiece, and now I do. So that's nice, I guess. What happened to Sora's Dragon of Motion? It's in the background. It's right here. I've been working on it. You can check the stream playlist, and there should be should be able to check my progress on that there. You did slow it down to 0.05, still very confusing. Yeah, this is why I've stopped doing it. The thing is that I made those videos for me, and like the way that I watch those videos, right, is like when you watch like official sets get built, I feel like I speed them up actually, right, to like 2 times speed or like as fast as I can. I'm just watching it over lunch, so I'm not like pausing to build it. The other thing you can do, I think you have, I think there are controls. There are like control hotkeys that allows you to skip 5 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm not sure. You can look it up. There are like YouTube hotkeys that can help with that. But you know, like now that I don't make these instructions anymore, it kind of doesn't matter. Now I feel like if the instructions are free, just make it free. It's fine. At some point, I was contemplating sort of like creating the channel, and so that it's like a collection of videos that people can, you know, watch over lunch, in the same way that like Austrian Lego fans channel is. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. There's no way I can sort of create a channel that create the amount of output that would make that like a viable use of my time. Editing is hard, not gonna lie. Editing is very tedious, and also yes, like a bunch of stuff that you don't think about with like the creation of media. When you actually do it, and you realize that, oh, this is actually involves a whole bunch of like tedium and sort of like decision making that you don't really think about unless you actually have to do it. Oh, okay. I guess that creates that angle. I'm not sure if that's an intended joint, but I'll take it. Yeah. With editing, like, oh, okay. I don't think I've actually ever used this, I don't think I ever have this dragon head piece before. That's an interesting piece. Okay, bit of side tilt. Do an ornithopter mech rebuild when? Never. I do have, okay. Should I say this? I would like to make my own Megazord at one point. Like, I know that the definitive Megazord now, like the definitive Lego Megazord now exists. Like Moko made one, so you know, I should probably prioritize something else. But like, given some time and potentially, you know, new tech, and or just like I just wanted to do my own like take on it. Like Moko is like incredible, and I love him, and like he's a huge influence on my style. But there are things that I would make. There are decisions I would make that would be different from him, and I want to see those done and see how it would work out. But man, what a model! I remember seeing him like posting like work in progress and just being like so excited for him to finish it, and then he finishes it, and it's amazing. I hope they make more 12 plus mechs, or even more 14 plus. So many possibilities. I know, right? I really do hope they do. Like, I'm interested in this because like I want to see how the gimmick is done, because this seems like it's doing a lot of stuff. But like, in my heart, I'm still a guy who just like I want a vanilla mech that has like a lot of joints for me to pose and take photos. Okay. I think my landlady is vacuuming. So you may or may not be able to hear the hiss of the vacuum machine outside. Is there a video for the Source Dragon motion mock? It's my favorite. It hasn't been completed yet. As in, I haven't completed designing the thing. But you can check out me designing them on stream. They should be archived in a playlist. It should be quite easy to look up. Just go to my channel, go to playlist. There should be a playlist that's just called like Ransomware streams or something, and all of my streams are uploaded there afterwards. I don't know, but it was a great build, and it might have put my fingers in pain, but it was worth it. Oh, that's apologies, and also I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Also, if there's a Lego Soundwave, would you do an alt build for it as well? I think I have to at this point. I think people will expect it of me. I'll try to make like a, we call it Nightverse, but like it's a mess now. I'm just like I will always just call it Bumblebee 2018 designs. So I will probably make a Bumblebee 2018. I'll at least try to make a Bumblebee 2018 Soundwave design. But I don't think people love that Soundwave design as much as they do the Optimus and Bumblebee. At least I know I don't. Like it's really good, and it's a really good design, but you don't get to see that much of it. Yeah. And so I don't know if people are attached to that design the same way that they might be attached to Bumblebee and Optimus. Like that Bumblebee design, one of my favorite Bumblebee designs of all time. Like the Volkswagen Bee of the 2018 movie. Uh, the Soundwave, it's alright. It's good, but like the general bar for Soundwave designs is so high. It's just another good Soundwave design rather than a significant Soundwave design in my eyes. Mm. Good night, evening, afternoon, morning. It is 3:16 where I am right now. I think it should be like past midnight in North America. Very cool. Look at that. It's quite the wingspan. Mm. All right. Okay, and that's Ryu. Okay. These are not printed, but they are hard plastic. That feels kind of scary. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I know what this joint is for. This joint is for when it combines. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna put Ryu next to my Creator 3-in-1 Dragon, which, by the way, for real, very early set of the year contender. It's incredibly good. It's so dense, and I love it. It's actually a little bit smaller than I expected, but that's not really. That's in my eyes like thumbs up. Okay, it's 217 in Ontario. Okay, that makes sense. It's a couple of like toy streams going on right now. Vangelis is streaming, and I think Jobby is streaming. It is kind of funky that like I'm streaming as well, because I'm gonna guess that like the overlap between my audience and Jobby and Vangelis is pretty high. Classic Green Dragon got an upgrade. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. You're right. It is classic Green Dragon. It's got like red wings and everything. Oh god damn it. I didn't even think of that. Okay. I'm sure it's been mentioned somewhere. Somehow I just missed it. Alright. I think I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be the Jet next. Right? It is. Oh! It's Sora's helmet. Very cool. For a second, I thought the helmet would be printed because the instructions really darken the lines of the sculpt. I didn't realize it was a homage until you pointed it out just now. Oh god, I'm an idiot. That's really obvious. Alright, Sora gets 2 swords this season. Very cool. This is like a nice Sora figure. That dragon will pair great with the Creator Castle set. Yeah, I bet it would. Oh god, I love it even more now. See, this is why we stream. So that the audience can point out stuff that we miss. Like an idiot. Alright. Ingot. Ooh, asymmetrical. Let's see how this goes. Because I'm willing to bet that this is at least one of the connections. This is either the waist or the neck connections. I'm gonna need to stop skipping steps. That's probably bad for my health. This might be both. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that this is the neck and this is the waist. It will be very exciting if it's flipped, but I don't think it will be. What's the last castle we have? Is it still the creator castle? Has there been any? I guess we have Barda, and we have the Zelda set, which is not. Oh, okay. I guess we have like the Dungeons and Dragons set. Um, yeah, we have been getting castles. It's been pretty good. Do we know if there's gonna be more castles coming? I really wish that they would just like do. Maybe it's better this way. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to feel like every castle sets have to be super special. I would like them to have like just like a normal theme, and so they can do stuff that's maybe more low key, more just like low stakes, rather than having to like, oh, every castle we make has to be 18 plus icons, like $10,000 set. I feel like there is an idea somewhere for like an expandable like castle system, but apparently, I may not be wrong about this. I think there's like a licensed theme that they believe is where most of the fantasy audience is going. Like I really do hope that like Lego makes its own fantasy theme. Mm. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. Is this just gonna be for Zane? Okay. Alright, let's go. I'll put this here, this here, this here. Yeah, and then this is for Ryu on the back, because Ryu has these two axle holes underneath. Alright. Okay, fan 4 stick. Come on, get in there. Alright. It's amazing how this piece still survives. This is like a really old piece. Another one of those pieces where I wonder if there had been like a secret mold change over the years. Yep, and this is where the shoulder attaches. Yeah. So far, nothing too unexpected. Although this would be very odd if they don't secure this further, but I'm confident that they're going to secure this further. Yeah. I missed something. I did. See? I knew it. I knew I missed something. Dreams is Lego fantasy? I guess it kind of is, isn't it? But like, it's not, I guess by fantasy, I mean dark fantasy, I guess. If we have to specify that. Whereas like, I feel like the thing that I would group Dreams with is like Adventure Time kind of fantasy, which is a different brand of fantasy than something like Lord of the Rings, right? Or like, you know, Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Or just castles, just like castle, right? Like there's no castles in Dreams. Yeah, like medieval fantasy? Is that what we would call that? I just when I think of fantasy, like the default, at least in Lego terms, the default thing that I'm thinking about when I say fantasy is medieval fantasy. Though I guess it can be other things, right? Yeah. Like D&D setting is by default medieval fantasy, right? Unless like I've really lost it, which I don't think I'm there yet. It's interesting that there's only one clip here. I wonder if there's gonna be other. There doesn't look like there can be any extra connections. I guess they deemed that one click is enough. It's like 2 clicks was a bit too difficult to detach, which I'm not surprised by. Like Lego clips are really strong. Actually, I was very surprised that like a bunch of like the transformation joints on. Ooh, nice. I love this. This is vents detail. A bunch of like transformation. Not joints, transformation tabs, locking mechanisms on Bumblebee are like full of clips. Like, oh wow, are we really gonna use clips? So the thing is that clips are so strong that you run into danger of like the clip not disengaging and instead you just tear the model apart. Yeah. think 2024 was a great year for Lego, wasn't it? Um, I think I bought less this year than I did last year. Was last year... Is this the first Dragons Rising year? I think last year was like... Was last year... When was Crystallized? I think Crystallized was when I bought like the most amount of Lego. Because I got the entire Crystallized wave. And I had never done that before. Did I get the entire crystal? Okay, unless there's like some 4 plus. Actually, even the 4 plus set, I might have gotten it. But yeah, I think Crystallized is like the only wave of Ninjago I've ever gotten the full wave of. Oh man, I spent a lot of money that year. I need to be more fiscally responsible. To be fair, 2 clips attaches J Jet to the rear of Ninja Combo Mech resulted in J Mech tearing in half upon being disconnected. Yes. That is what I think. Yeah, like I couldn't think of an example off the top of my head, but 100%. Like the clips onto the shield piece, yeah. Like I feel like they intend for me to hold on to like the shield when I rip it off, but it's much more natural to hold on to the blue piece, and then like the shield piece just get left behind. 2022, I think. That's 2 years ago. That's 3 years ago. Holy cow! Like the way time flies. I think I'm losing track of it because I'm getting older as well. That's not fun. I still feel like, oh, this is the hot new thing that I'm doing. It's not. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for a while. Oh, God. I still feel like I just got out of college. But the truth is, I've been doing this for longer than I was in college. I mean, there's some overlap, but like, it felt like college was college took much more time than this. Even though I think at this point, yeah, at this point I've been doing this for longer than I had done college. Oh. Okay, so 2022 was crystallized, and then I think we have a year of just core waves. Is that it? Because guess what? That last core wave was just also secretly Dragon Rising's Part 0. Because every single set appeared in Dragon Rising. I think there was probably also some other like material. But I didn't watch them. I didn't watch the YouTube stuff. Actually, I haven't finished watching like season 2 of Dragon Rising. I think I finished the first few episodes and then I started zoning out. And then I'm not sure. Wait, it's here? Yeah, it's good. What do you study in college? I was an economics major. So yeah, a lot of my friends became bankers. I'm doing this, which is great. Like, I love my job. I love like talking to my friends. I always feel like grateful that I get to do this instead. I was like sort of like in college. I was sort of like frustrated at the idea of having to like work at a bank and or consultancy place, and or I don't know. Like I think yeah, and I was just dreading the idea of like being like some in-house analyst. And I'm very glad I get to do this instead. I think core was split into 2 waves and crystallized was in the middle. Yeah, so I do remember that. So that there's like core 1, crystallized core 2, right? Is that how Ninjago fans call it? Like it's for somebody who actually engaged with Ninjago quite a lot, I actually have no idea how the Ninjago community call things. Do we call it core 1 and core 2 or do we call it different names? Because like so what was in core 2? Core 2 was like Jay's Titan Mech, wasn't it? Yeah. And core 1 was Ultra Combiner Mech. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is probably the cockpit seat. Very cool. The thing that like I think I do overbuild my stuff sometimes. Maybe overbuild is the wrong term. Actually, I very often like have to like stretch the model out, but like I will try to like bracket things. Like I'll try to insist on bracketing things, even though sometimes it makes things worse. Um, this is my brain just think brackets, and I always get I always pay attention to see when uh, assemblies are not bracketed in official builds to see like okay, so like what is the standard for this assembly is secure enough that you don't need to give it extra um, stability with brackets. You just call them core? Alright, fair enough. How's the build? It's going well. Dual bladed scorpion. We finished Ryu. Ryu's in the background, and tiny Zane, who I love. I want more. I want more. Oh, like surely there's a market for this. Like I don't know. I think that like okay, I think that I'm in a bit of an echo chamber with this stuff. Maybe that I'm around people who also like what I like, but actually the broader sort of like Lego audience is actually like less interested in robots than I am. That's probably you know, it's probably not that surprising. Wait, what? What are we doing here? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, like I remember like in my circles, like the GWP Tahu is a big deal, and like now I hear discussions of like best GWP ever, and it never gets brought up. Like just in sort of like, or maybe I'm just looking at the wrong places. It probably does get brought up, doesn't it? Because surely, if we're gonna talk about like best GWP ever, like, there's no way Tahu isn't one of the contenders. I mean, it's only like not a contender in the sense that a lot of other sets shouldn't be contenders, which is that they should have been normal sets. Otherwise, yeah, like I would love more things at that size. I think that we are a bit too saddled with minifigures. Like as a guy who also enjoys the minifigure like integration play pattern, I think that we can do stuff that isn't the contraction figures. We can do stuff that's this size and GWP Tahu. Like, I want Mixels, but isn't Mixels, I think is what I want. Okay, how does this go on? Alright. Very nice. That's a little bit messy. Maybe it'll come together later. Alright, it's gonna come together right now. Okay, give me a bracket. Where's my bracket at? Did I mess this up already? I did mess this up already. Oh god. Okay, I need to pay attention. Okay, here we go. Okay. Are we good? We're good. Alright. Alright, the other side. I'm gonna assume it's the same as this side. I'm just gonna take my time and follow the instructions. Just follow the instructions. Oh god. This made me think of the Lego movie and how much I love it. It's so good. Isn't it amazing that like they are able to like for the Lego movie, the instructions being so, like the force that creates instructions is supposedly the bad guy, but also like just the idea of like, well, if you want to work together, you need a plan. And like I also think like, well, if you want to make a big project, a plan is good. And somehow it has like a meaning that is like everybody can talk about like how it doesn't like all of the things that you can get out of it even if you don't engage with Lego, but like the amazing miraculous thing to me is how much sort of like Lego isms or like the thing about like, okay, there is a particular building experience where you're just sort of like you just grab whatever and you're improvising, and it can be exhilarating and awesome. I love that as well. But also when you're making a big project, a plan is important, and it's amazing to me how like Lego specific that is, um, as like a thing for the movie to be about. While also, just being a good movie that people can enjoy without the context of Lego. Mm. I'm going to sleep. Have a good evening and enjoy the stream. Oh, have a good sleep, Thomas. Mm. One of my friends learned yesterday why I got so upset with her over her plan to super glue a knockoff Lego set together to give to her nephew because of that movie. Oh man. Like, oh, okay. So like, as far as like giving it to your nephew is concerned, I do think that, like, let them. How old is this nephew? I can definitely empathize with you, but also I don't know all of the facts. I can imagine there being situations where that would be the thing that makes sense to be done. Of like, well, the nephew is 1 year old and she puts everything in her mouth. So maybe you don't want them to. And also, like, knockoff Lego, you can't be like, if it's not one of the sort of like alternative brands that are reputable, like Kata or whatever, you can't be certain that the quality of the plastic is gonna be. Actually, I would just not give like knockoff Lego to kids in general. I feel like that requires babysitting, and unless like I am actively babysitting them, and like unless I'm very confident they're not gonna put it in their mouth, I wouldn't necessarily give them knockoff Lego. He's young, very destructive, so her plan is to avoid him from breaking it apart, constantly asking her to fix it. I feel at that point maybe she should give him something else. I feel like there are things that she can give him that isn't Lego, unless she just feels like, oh, okay, I already have this here. But like yeah, and I don't know. Parenting can be difficult. Looking after kids can be difficult. All right. I can certainly understand the impulse, but I am, at my heart, like a Lego purist. And okay, we're just speculating about kids now. But like, I am sort of interested to I mean, okay, I wonder if they record it. They probably don't, or like they play test these sets a lot. Lego Duplo maybe. Yeah, that seems like a good suggestion. uh, Unless he's too old for that. If he's just like trolling, if the kid is just trolling, I feel like there's probably other ways to deal with that. Yeah. Or like I was just saying that, like, I know that they test all of these sets like to hell and back. Oh god, I made a mistake. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Okay, I know they playtest these sets a lot. I'm interested to see what that actually looks like. Like, do the kids have like just like an evening, go in, build the set, have a survey? Is there somebody else watching them? Or like I want to see what kids in their natural habitat playing with these things look like, right? Because I can imagine that would be actually quite different from actual kids at home playing with it. I do think that, like, the concern of parents feeling like, well, I don't want it to fall apart because, like, the whole point of me getting the kid a toy is so that I can leave the kid with the toy. That's legit, that's valid. But also, I don't know, like, I feel like kids can be more capable than we give them credits for. What do I know? I don't have kids. like a lot of kids around me are sort of older. They're not like teeny tiny kids. I went to a place where you can build Lego, but every set they have on display to play is glued. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like for a business, like if you have a display, 'cause that's a lot of like commission Lego work as well. Like there's sometimes companies just want a display piece, and like the thing that you don't think about is that like things get jostled, like glass cabinets get jostled, and then things just fall down and or whatever, or like when you handle them, you need to move them from one place to another, and you might have people who are not as familiar with the thing, and they might not be able to handle it well. For those purposes, I feel like yeah, sure, go nuts, whatever. Yeah. I want to know what kits they play test the mechs with. Any child that refuses to pull a figure to stand them up should be judged, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I guess I don't know about judging them, but I do want to actually see what happens because like my own experience as a kid is I do love me my articulation. Like you and like okay, I might be wrong about this, but you see like Lego content and like independent Lego stuff. I think kids love like mini mech builds with very precarious connections of a single clip or a single stud, like like those tiny like okay. I love Aeronobilis. I think his work is actually incredible, but they are like hand puzzles, right? And like who else? Star Screamer, Rollout. I don't know if Rollout has done a rebrand and now is called something else, right? But like, don't kids love this stuff? Like I remember being a kid and would like like give things precarious connection just so it has an extra joint. Yeah, but not all kids are the same. I understand that. And also, like I think you also have to consider the experience of the adult having to manage the kid at the same time, and potentially okay. So we're about to get to the shoulder, and I was wondering how the shoulders get built. Yeah, potentially the kid, the adult watching the kid also like we have to make the build to also optimize for their experience. mm. Mm. How does it feel to be an uncle? Uh, Normal, I suppose. Oh god, give me a second. You don't think about this, but it's actually like there's quite a lot of bleeding with like your uncle experience, especially if you like are in like a big extended family like mine, where like you become an uncle very young. So it's kind of like a funny thing. Oh my god, he's an uncle. He's only 12, but he's an uncle just because of how like family trees work. And then at some point you become an adult and then you don't notice that you've become an adult. Right? And that's actually the more important like milestone is that you became an adult. But like you also don't really feel like you've become an adult ever. Like that's just life. You just feel like you're a child and then you die. Uh, Very cool. I was wondering what's underneath here and how efficiently this is built. Very nice. All right. I okay. All right. And then stickers, and then that. As someone that grew up with Barnacle, you can learn to pose, or else you simply have less fun. Limiting possibility doesn't help them learn. Yes, I guess. Like I'm going to agree with like I want to encourage like people to like engage with toys, but also I think it has to be on their own terms, right? Like if they have an unpleasant experience, like that's the end of that. I grew up with Barnacle, and I remember like posing my barnacles and stuff. I remember actually like not loving the Metro figures because the shoulders were frustrating, and like just loving the Paraka when it came out. But then afterwards, actually, I love the Rakshi and the Vaki. I feel like those strike a pretty good balance. Because you still have like just like functioning shoulder joints. How's that custom Dragon Mech going? It's going. It's in the background. It's It's off screen. Uh, you will probably not see more work on it soon. It will probably take a while before I get the chance to work on it again. But it's going well. It's going better than I expected. All right. Nice. All right. So I might be crazy. I think this looks better than this. We're gonna have to wait and build the rest of it. But I think that this gives it a much nicer shape. This is the other thing I was curious about, which is like, okay, what if I just don't sort of like move it out? Like, can it still look fine? And the answer is, I feel like I'm correct. I was about to make the same mistake again. I'm very glad that I didn't. Okay. All right. So that's where. Okay. Do that. And that. Okay. Nothing too new here. The coolest part is dragon of this set. We'll see. The dragon, I think, is actually my most frustrated part, mostly because of the color choice. I mean, like, it is Ryu. That is his color. Like, he just looks like that. Or like, I think that teal kind of clashes with the rest of the mech colors. Yeah, and I would be interested to see what would happen if it was a different colored dragon. The baby dragon itself, I love, and I want to see what it looks like without Ryu on it, and I want to see if I can sort of fit Zane in place of Ryu on top of the mech. Like, I can't just like take his head off. Okay. I'm looking at Zane now, and I just realized that, like, I am slightly surprised that his chest is not printed. But the chest, like, this piece inside here is printed, because this is going to be the chest of a robot. Unless I messed that up, and it's supposed to be the other way around. Did I mess it up? I messed it up, didn't I? Okay. Alright, we'll check later. That's kind of funny that I messed that up. Okay. Hey Ransom, I just built your Bumblebee yesterday. I heard that there will be a Soundwave next year. Was wondering if you'll do an alternate build for him too. It is very likely that I will try. But the way that my projects go, sometimes they don't act. Like, I can try and then it just doesn't work out. But I can promise to try. Yeah. It is unprint. I am correct. All right. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay. I think I'll just replace those because, like, I think it being you. I am correct. Okay, fantastic. Spectator, you are correct. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, chat. It's one less thing for me to check. Okay. I think I'll just replace it. I'll just move that outside. There's no point of putting it in there for the jet mode. I think that, like, in my mind, the primary mode would still be the big robot mode. So yeah, we'll probably move it outside. All right. Are we done with jet? I don't think we are. We have some random thingies here. All right. Where did the fingies go? Are they just... Oh, obviously the fingies are on the hand. And I missed it. Okay. Does it have 3 fingers? Does it not have more? It has more. Oh, okay. It's here. I missed it. That's cool. And now I have to open another bag? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Nice. Okay, 6. Alright, so the other arm is gonna be in here. Okay. Oh right, there's also like stuff. I completely forgot that like there's stuff that is in the forearm but below the elbow that's attached to the arm. It's just like, oh, why do I have an extra bag? Why don't I just fit it all in the last bag? Because there's more stuff, Ransom. You idiot. Okay. Let's go. Oh man. It's nice to like handle Lego bricks when they're pristine, and before, you know, I take them apart and put them together and then they get all scratched up. Do you watch Ninjago? So I watched the first part of Dragon Rising and had a good time. I tried to watch the second part of Dragon Rising and got bored. I'm sorry guys, I tried. I think I'll go back. I'll probably at least finish Dragon Rising for real. I don't know what changed. I don't know why I felt bored. I don't know. Because like if you ask me like Dragon Rising, like between part 1 and part 2, what's the difference? You know what? I actually can tell you what the difference is. I think that now we have like a full cast. It's way too many people. I feel like the show's a bit crowded now. Whereas like I like it when the show was mostly just Sora, Aaron, and Lloyd. Yeah. Yeah. I like sort of like Lloyd being kind of like a crap mentor. Like I think that like okay. Alright, actually, you know what? Maybe I take that back a little bit. Not fully, but a little bit. I think I am a bit tired of the crap mentor trope. Sometimes it's done very well. Like I think like Wukong in Monkey Kid is fantastic. He's a great crap mentor. But also I feel like he's much more aged than Lloyd. Lloyd I still feel is kind of young. I still don't really buy like Lloyd the mentor the same way that I buy like Wukong the crap mentor, right? Like that he's older now and he's lived like a life full of adventure, and now he has to like take care of this kid, but like he still hasn't fully grown up, but he's supposed to because he's older now. Whereas I think Lloyd still feel very young, but also we're supposed to take it that Lloyd is somewhat mature. Yeah, and maybe that's the main thing. It's that like I can't quite wrap my head around like Lloyd being like a weird eternal teenage age. Like I don't know how young I'm supposed to take Lloyd. I stopped watching Ninjago after the Ghost season. I stopped watching way before that. I watched the original run and I never saw reboot and I never saw anything after that. But I'd still follow the toys. Like I love the toys and what they do with it. Again, it's like Power Rangers. I also follow Super Sentai every season when there's new suits and like mechs and toys. I don't follow the story at all. I haven't seen like an episode of Super Sentai or Power Rangers in decades. I'm a Ninjago fan for 10 years and I'm sick of Dragon Rising. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, like from your perspective, like what is your issue with it? I've also heard vague rumblings. I might be wrong about this. My impression is that people are also sort of frustrated with the fact that like characters have to remain kind of static. because of just the nature of the show, and so like you can't have very interesting character development. Yeah, Sam. I think each part got worse somehow. I can't explain. I stopped after the first part of Dragon Rising season 2. Okay. I really liked Sora and Eren as characters. I like their friendship. I like their interaction with Lloyd. I like that they don't have, well, they don't have like it's a different twist on their elemental like powers, and yeah, I I find them like charismatic and enjoyable to watch. I like that they don't, constantly bicker. uh, Monk game. I have not played Wukong Black Myth, if that's what you're asking, but I am interested to play. But my interest has waned a little bit since like announcements and all that stuff. Like I hear that it's a lot more Devil May Cry than it is Dark Souls, and I'm much more of a Dark Souls person than I am a Devil May Cry person. Um, I yeah. Okay. Hmm. I, I'll be honest. After Dragon Rising Part 2, I really thought that I would become like, oh, just a person who also follows Ninjago now. But it looks like that's not happening anytime soon. It looks like I'm still just gonna be another person who follows Monkey Kid. Um, and just like my engagement with Ninjago might not change very much. I still feel like I should watch it just out of like sort of like professional obligations. Um, yeah, it would be nice to know like what is in the show, so that I can, incorporate it potentially into the builds, make interesting decisions or references. What do you think about Transformers One? Best Transformers movie we've ever had in theaters. And the last 10-15 minutes were a bit confused. I think their plans had to change, and I wish I knew what they originally intended the movie to be like. Like a lot of people, I felt like Megatron's like shooting random things at the end made no sense. But I really love like the shot, like when like the entire movie theater cut out, like the noise cut out. I get goosebumps every time. I saw it in theaters like 3 times. I got goosebumps 3 times in theaters. Yeah, that was great. I love. I think the cast did a great job. Like even all of the A-list actors, I think also did a really good job. I like Scarlett Johansson as Alita One, and John Hamm as John Hamm. But I think Chris Hemsworth and uh, Brian Tyler Henry, is that his name? Did a really good job as Optimus and Megatron. These are like fantastic. This is like a great Orion packs. After 2019, they are making the show for younger kids. That's why it's bad. Like old fans are growing, but they are decreasing age range. I see. I wonder if there's like a. I mean, unfortunately for Ninjago, it is an evergreen theme. I feel uh, like maybe Sora, like the introduction of Sora and Eren, I really thought could breathe new life into the franchise. But we'll see. It might just have to like hang on to the old cast. I feel like I mean, okay, not everybody agrees with me, but I actually think that Korra is really good. I really enjoy Korra. It has its share of problems, but like overall, I think it's a wonderful show, and I feel like I loved a lot of the new cast. Uh, or like I'm thinking of like, okay, so like what? Okay, I've got an example that I don't know. Okay, this is like outside of what I know, but I've got friends who follow Love Live, and with Love Live, they sort of like the cast change every season or something, but like you still have like legacy characters that come back. What's a good example for this that isn't Love Live? Um, yeah, they can't have a Barnacle situation where you need to know the past decades of lore to know what's happening now. I don't necessarily think. I mean, yeah, I would also agree that like that was not a good thing for Barnacle. Actually, I actually think that Barnacle needed some changes, and it was a bit too little, too late at the end there. Megatron sounds like a pre-Norse Kratos when he makes his speech after killing Sentinel. I mean, yes, it's an angry man. Mm. I feel like there are shows that are like supposedly appeal to kids, but just like have like fantastic writing and like, you can enjoy it. Like Steven Universe, I haven't seen, but I've heard very good things about it. Adventure Time is fantastic, right? Like Kamen Rider, yeah, like actually, I mean Kamen Rider don't have like they have like random crossovers that are just random, but yeah, like Kamen Rider also like I mean Kamen Rider is I think an older age range than Ninjago, like Adventure Time. Oh, Monkey Kid. I think Monkey Kid's writing. I mean, like the thing that carries Monkey Kid is animation, but the writing in recent seasons are like just top notch. I, it's kind of amazing to me that like Monkey Kid is still going as well as it is, right? Like I feel like you can still have interesting character development even if you know, supposedly aim the show for kids. All right, so this will be locked in place. This can spin. Is it on the same axis? It is slightly off axis. This is my other question, which is like, is it gonna be slightly off axis? And it is. And also, I am 100% correct. This looks better than, this looks wonk. I don't think this looks good. I think this looks much better. Yeah, let me see. If I do that? No, straight is better. What if I open it slightly? Let's do that. Is that good? I think this is okay. But I think this still looks the best, to be honest. Like having the least work done, like it just has like pots on the side. This looks good. You can still derive entertainment if shows are well written. I haven't. Monkey Kid is great. Yeah, it is great. Steven Universe is pretty good, but the ending left a bit to be desired. I did also hear that. Yeah, I think Super Sentai is aiming at younger age range like Ninjago. Yeah, well, I also haven't seen Super Sentai in a long, long time. Monkey Kid is Lego exclusive everywhere except China, I think. Oh, that's slightly frustrating. No, well, in Asia Pacific, I think you can find. Well, I'm in Singapore. You can just see like Monkey Kid stuff on store shelves. Yeah. I know you're supposed to move the arms up. I know it's supposed to look like this. I just think this looks worse. I think this looks better. Like, I think, right? Come on, chat. You gotta agree with me. I think that this looks like better than the official configuration. Yeah. I think this looks a lot more like aerodynamic. This looks like T6 shuttle, doesn't it? I mean, it basically is. Like, okay, I'm gonna put Sora in here. I'm gonna drink some water. 7. Okay, and now for big wheels. Let's go. Guarantee you that the arms of the jet mode are posed like that to further disguise it. Okay, yes, I understand, I agree, but also I think this disguises it better in a weird way. Yeah, Project Blue. I do also like it more like this. It kind of looked like a Zoid. Which Zoid? Okay. Oh god. Let's go. It's getting quite crowded. Alright, I'm just gonna not care. That's the lesson I've learned. Don't care. Oh wow, like the legs are a lot of bags. The legs are like more than half of the thing. Alright, that's cool. Oh god, I love Lego. I think actually sort of like I've just been kind of frustrated with the Black Panther project for so long that I forgot that I love Lego. Like working on the Source Dragon and also like building the new Jan first wave. Um, 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 I also like it more straight. I'm just guessing at their intention. Okay, thank you, Dr. Kanuva. I'm glad that my chat agrees with me. That it does just look better like this. Okay. Not Zoid. Zord. Like Power Rangers vehicle. Yeah. I mean, given that this has a tanker mode, I think it's difficult to disentangle it from its inspirations. I do think the tanker mode is kind of funny, mostly because I think tanker mode on Daizujin is really dumb, and I actually don't like it. I think it's ridiculous. I don't want any toy to make any, like, I don't want any toy to make any accommodations for that mode, because I just think that that makes the toy worse, because it's a mode I really don't care about. Like, the Flame Toys Megazord, I didn't realize it did this. I went and I saw like Jobby's review last night again. And it's like, oh, like you can slide the legs out for the tanker mode. And I feel like, oh, why are we here? Just to suffer. Who cares? It's like, I wish it just didn't have that. Okay. This is gonna be a bit funky. Why is it like this? Why are these pinned and not axles? Would the axles get pushed in? Oh, okay, I guess it's a 2x1. So if it's axles, you need two pieces instead of just one piece. Is that why they're not axles? Because here's the thing. The piece that you're supposed to put onto this is a rubber piece. Oh, okay. You're supposed to put it on the rubber piece first. Okay, I guess that makes more sense. So you don't have to sort of fudge the okay. Alright. Do the thing before you ask questions. Alright. So that's gonna be the foot. Oh, this is the other question I have, which is like, the foot looks tiny, and also the designer put in knee joints? Sorry, not knee joints, toe joints? I'm like, okay, so how's it gonna stand? I wonder what the actual base of the leg is and how much of the foot is just like decorative. Because this might be the foot joint. Like, no joke. That might be the ankle tilt. Okay. Alright, let's go. Just brackets. Okay, that's very straightforward. I can do that. Thin brackets. Oh, I love these thin brackets. I can never get enough of these thin brackets. I think actually, okay. I think it might actually be a really good thing. I mean, I guess I can say this about every year, but I'm very glad that like a bunch of like my my unconstrained builds I have procrastinated on, because now we have so many more bricks that will make my life so much more simple and make the build so much better. Okay. This is gonna be quite the thing. Alright, so, oh no. Okay, this is the wheel. What am I talking about? Alright. Oh, cool. Alright, so if you hadn't noticed, there's a round cylinder in here, and that's so that it, I think this means that they chose this round cylinder so that there's less friction on the wheel axle. Yeah, cool. Little things like that, like you can ask yourself when you're building in order to sort of learn as you build. Okay. So that's the wheel. So the leg's gonna go like that. Okay. So this is gonna be the connection to the other leg. That's pretty intense. Okay. Alright. Oh man, Jafa just finished up his dragon collection for the end of the year, and I feel both demoralized and inspired, which is the thing that happens to me a lot when I like see something that is incredible. They're so good, those dragons. Oh my god. Um, I so want to make like some like display pieces, but like display pieces that can be shared. uh, I also wonder myself if like, okay, can I actually do this? I spent so long doing what I do. I do have questions about whether or not I'm actually maybe quite narrowly competent, but you know, I'll never know until I try. So we'll see what happens next year. Mm. I just bought the $250 Ninjago Temple for 180. I love Christmas sale. Yeah, that's going on sale in Singapore as well. It's literally 12:11 a.m. right where I am. Happy New Year, Project Blue. Listening to this in the background and just got jump scared by oh my god, Jafa, you never said hi. I didn't know you were in the stream. Hey, how you doing, my guy? I hope you're well. Uh, I've just been looking at them again and like like I was thinking, oh, which one do I like most? And I feel like it's an impossible decision and I can't say which one I like most. Like they're all incredible in their own right. Mm. Jafa's in the chat, everyone. Okay. Go give the man a follow if you haven't already. Mm. This set looks like a Transformers off of Temu. Mm. I do think that like I'm seeing more and more sort of like bespoke original designs from, let's say, third-party companies. And I do wonder if they are actually, I mean, I have had like, you know, people sort of try to reach out to me, like people from other companies try to reach out to me. My official response so far has been to officially not respond. It's just sort of like leave the message on read. Yeah, I do wonder if they have like like I do know that who is it? Alan Yap, I think, has had like produced something, though I don't remember specifically what it is. But like also like Technic third party stuff has been around for years. Yeah. Actually, there's like a bunch of stuff that's been around for years that I'm just completely unaware of, that I've been made more aware of because Jang covers them. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff outside of official Lego stuff. I am myself still a purist. I will probably never buy one of these things, but I'm always interested to see what they do with it. And sometimes they can do interesting stuff. And I'm very happy for the people who do engage with them. To have like I think more options can only be a good thing. And if there's like a norm of like actually approaching sort of like potentially fan builders for these models, I think that's probably good. I can't see how that would be a bad thing. Mm. Dream sets are so good. I'm gonna buy all January stuff. Yeah. Well, I have like complicated feelings about dreams. I think they're doing really interesting stuff. Uh, but on the whole, I feel like I would like them to make some different decisions. Like the okay, this I really like. I like the 20-in-1 pack. I want to see what happens with that. The new rabbit, I think, just looks worse than the old rabbit in every way. I don't know if there's a gimmick to that rabbit that I'm missing. But, like, I just think the old rabbit looks better. Like, the rabbit from Wave 1 just looks better. Mm. What if Lego made an animal theme? They made one animal theme. I think we kind of basically do have an animal theme. It's just like in my head it's called the Aaron Newman creator theme. Like I feel like the creator 3-in-1 animals would make a really nice collection together. I also am happy for them to be in creator 3-in-1. Like just like all like personally want there to be alt builds forever, and I want more stuff with alt builds, and like I feel like with like what Aaron Newman's able to achieve with alt builds, I don't think we need like an icons line of animals or whatever. I think like people complain about the supposed high fidelity of this stuff. I think the high fidelity makes it more interesting, not less. Especially you can see the B and C models and they look just as good. Like you can do interesting things when you have interesting bricks. Yeah. Uh, okay, I will say this, Bonkos. I think that if we have a theme where the animals are scaled to each other, that would be like that would be quite nice. I know that there are people who love their scale, and I think right now, Creator 3-in-1 is just doing animals at whatever size feels right. They're doing like Creator Expert's car scale, which is like okay, actually, Creator Expert probably has a better like cars probably scale together better than than Creator 3-in-1 animals, but it's very much like let's see what wheels we have and then we scale it off of that. Yeah, there's no like official scale, but I'm willing to bet that the designers have a scale in mind whenever they work on it. Um, mm, all right. Love your mocks. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, Danny. Are you guys getting the feeling that it's so hard to decide which set to buy, or is it just me? It is not just you. Just, I think that like the problem I have isn't that sets. I think that a lot of people feel like sets are getting more expensive, which I guess they are. But like adjusted for inflation, I think Lego compared to other things are mostly still fine. Inflation's really bad right now everywhere. Um, but like the problem is that like there's just so much stuff like and I feel FOMO, and I feel like I resent the aftermarket sometimes. I resent speculators. I don't want to have to buy these things on this aftermarket for like a ridiculous price, and so like sometimes there's a pressure to buy them while they're still on shelves, um, or at least like near their retirement when they go on sale. I think it's like a good time, but also like I I have complicated feelings about the speculators. On the one hand, I do understand that they're like they are providing a service. The service that they're providing is like decentralized, like inventory space, and like because of them we have like effectively more variety of Lego available to everyone at all times, and that's great. But like I don't know the way that they talk about it with each other, like on the videos that they make, it just sort of rubs me the wrong way. I guess I just don't like it spiritually, even though I acknowledge that it's like a service supposedly. Mm. Just honestly, all the set sucks. I'm gonna respectfully disagree. I think that like sets are, I think they're killing it right now. I think we're in the golden age of Lego, to be honest. I think, okay, I was listening to like Jay Ong on his podcast talking about this, and I do think that like right now, the current crop of like people who grew up in the 2010s are becoming official designers, and they've been hired for a few years, but we're starting to see sets come out now of people who grew up with brackets and studs, bricks or studs on the sides and things like that, now becoming official Lego designers. Like, yeah, I think right now is a great time. Mm. Depending on the budget you have and which theme you prefer. Yeah, there are themes that are getting more attention than others. Um, yeah. Yes, spectators they do take up a lot of space. I've learned to cull quite a bit. I've learned that like if you keep the set as is, I think it is quite nice that like it is relatively easy to pass on Lego set and like sell them off once you like you can like if you're willing to sell it at a reasonable price, it's actually quite easy to let go of Lego. Yeah, which I guess is nice. Um, yeah, I'm trying to be more fiscally responsible, and with me building. Okay, I keep banging on about this, but then I bought a bunch of stuff for Jan first anyways. Like I really thought I wasn't going to buy that much for Jan first, and they got me. They got me with the gift for purchase, Windows. Yeah. What do you think is the best set of 2024? I think best set of 2024 has to be Dune Ornithopter. I think it's hard to beat Dune Ornithopter. That thing is a marvel of engineering and yeah, of like Lego design. It's tough to beat. As far as mechs go, I think like Cole's Titan mech is just the best mech Lego's ever made, like of all time, like official Lego mech. Yeah, discounting, let's say Bionicle. Bionicle is so different anyways. I think nobody thinks about mech when we talk about nobody thinks about Bionicle when we talk about mech anyways. So maybe I don't need to provide that caveat. Yeah. All right. Um. Yeah, I think the D&D set is pretty good. I'm gonna give that set a thumbs up. But yeah, I'm just like I'm overwhelmed by the amount of like 18 plus sets that we have this year. There's a bunch of really good stuff. I got the Notre Dame for because it was on sale for a great price. Because I was like wondering, like, ooh, can I potentially make a Dark Souls out of this? It's probably not gonna happen. I gave it to my dad to build, and he had quite a good time. And that thing is really impressive in real life. It's super dense. Uh, yeah. I think people like Barda. It's not for me. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings guy. Yeah. What else? What else came out this year? Remind me of some stuff that came out this year. I feel like top of my head is it's just like Cold Titan. Actually, you know what? Like Climber Mech is also this year, and honestly, I think people are sleeping on Climber Mech. Climber Mech is really good. Oh right. How could I forget? Because we were just talking about this as well. Um, like a bunch of like the creator 3-in-1 like animal like Aaron Newman designs. It starts this year, didn't it? Like the fox came out this year, and the fox is fantastic. Um, I really like the cat, to be honest. Am I'm gonna give the cat a thumbs up. The cat's pretty good. Jafa. I I think on the whole I prefer. I think on the whole I'm more interested in Simba than I am the cat, right? Like the cat I think goes for a particular style, and I like that it commits to that style, like a sort of like cubist style. But I think I prefer the approach of Simba going for something more. I guess I find it more sort of like mechanically interesting. Like I find the Simba more mechanically interesting, though stylistically, I would put them on par with each other, like Simba and the cat, which is really funny. It was like we have two cats this year that are kind of the same size and are styled very differently, and the one that's literally based on a cartoon looks less cartoony than the one that's supposed to be like a real life animal. There's no way they aren't planning to make more. I had a plan that like it's probably not gonna happen now. I think I can just talk about it. Just I got Chewy on sale, for really cheap. I got Chewy for like a third the price, and so I was planning to make Chewy into a doggo, into a cockapoodle before the cat was announced, and then the cat was announced, and I thought, all right, maybe I should try to like get this out now as like a companion piece to the cat. I don't think that's gonna happen unless next year goes really well. I think I have to prioritize other stuff, but that's a free idea. If anybody wants to turn Chewbacca into a companion piece for the cat, go nuts. I feel like there's bricks there. You can use like the balls at the end of the crossbow piece for eyes, and then you know you can use all of the fur texture for fur texture. Mm. What have you got this year that you like, Jafa? Or anybody else as well? Like, what have you guys liked? Dragonstone Shine is this year? Oh yeah, Dragonstone Shine is this year, isn't it? That is really beautiful. I think it's... Okay, I don't really notice these things, but I have heard that it feels quite expensive for what it is. Like, people were grumbling about the price of it. Is there any theme that you're willing to buy every single set? Ooh. If Mixo makes a return, I'll buy every single Mixo. Though I think that's quite unlikely. If I guess if Bonkos make a return, I would also go full Bonkos. But no, I don't really. I'm trying to think. Okay. I was contemplating collecting Speed Champions and going back and like getting all of the older Speed Champion stuff. But now that we have a wave of like 10 F1 cars, I'm happy to just not. Because I just kind of don't care about F1 cars at all. The giraffe is also really good, yeah. I think like Creator Expert. I love how Creator 3-in-1 is just now Creator Expert Lite. We have like a typewriter. They're really aiming for the... I know I have friends who this is their entry into Lego now, which is the creator sets. Like, I didn't buy a lot this year, to be honest. Ornithopter, Giraffe, Fox were all brilliant. I agree, those are all great sets. Alright. Let's see. Man. I have friends who their entry into Lego is the camera set, like the Creator 3-in-1 camera set. They just think that, oh my god, this is so cute, and then they got it, and this is how we get them. Which I think is good. Like I think this is probably the way to go with Lego stuff. I'm glad that they have discovered that there's a market to be to like for like replicas of objects that is outside of 18 plus $100 sets. Yeah. All right. Look at that. Interesting that they used the I guess it is more efficient to use the Technic brick where it just has 2 pins poking out, but those have no friction, and so even when you use both connection, there's a bit of play, and this is kind of a chunky boy. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, cockpit. This better fits. It doesn't. Wow. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Did I make a mistake? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. I don't hate it. I guess there is that step there. There's no avoiding that. Okay. Are you seeing this? It's not that big a deal, but I am surprised by it. I did not notice that. I'd buy 2 of every Hero Factory set that was ever made. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I would love to have completed Barnacle G2 and or Hero Factory. But I didn't. I was a wee lad with no money. And now that I have money, they are like they cost an arm and a leg. Do I collect minifigures? Not really. Like my attitude towards minifigures are kind of like I don't want to use I don't want to just borrow his name, but it is kind of like Mike Psyche's attitude towards minifigure, which is like I enjoy the minifigure play pattern and like creating models that integrates with minifigures, but also I don't really care about the minifigures themselves, and I'm much more interested in the build. All right, go raise that, put that on, put on a mohawk. Oh, okay. Is that what that is? Oh, okay. We'll check later. There must be enough space, and if there isn't space, I feel like they could make space if they wanted to. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to like open these smaller bags. All right, let me drink some water. Oh, I'm out of water. Okay, I think we can push through. I think after this, I'll take a break. I might have to pack tonight, so there might be no stream tonight, even though we have like a bunch of sets unbuilt. But yeah. And then I won't be streaming again until probably a week. I'll see you all after this stream in a week, I think, because I am moving to, well, I'm going to my parents' place, and so I'll have to set up a bunch of streaming stuff and equipments and setups and stuff, and that might take a while. Yeah, but hopefully we can well, hopefully I can do that relatively quickly, and hopefully I'll be able to start doing unconstrained stuff. I would like to bring a bunch of like Lego bag, but like bringing Lego through customs is actually a little bit difficult for me. Sometimes they can give me a bit of a hard time, which fair is fair. I do have a suspicious amount of unopened toys with me. Like they don't want people to just like hand carry a bunch of goods over the airport and then just sell it off. And this time round I have to bring home a bunch of like equipment for the streaming stuff. So, oh god, I'm sort of dreading packing a little bit. Do you like the Marvel Giant Man set? Okay, somebody pointed this out to me, and now I do find that that's kind of funny, which is that they haven't made like just like a normal size Ant-Man figure in a while. Which is odd. Didn't Quantumania just come out? Did they make any sets for Quantumania at all? I now just cannot remember. As far as like the set is concerned, a lot of people complains about there being like wrong minifigures. I feel a bit like I don't really have an interest in this set. It looks fine. I think it looks better than the old set as like a play set. I think it looks better. Better minifigure would be nice, but like I don't think I was ever going to get it anyways. The Ant-Man looks like Ant-Man. He looks good, I suppose. I do think that I'm inclined to agree with people who think that he should be stylized like a big minifigure instead. I think, yeah, I think this is. I understand why they're going this direction. It's because they're already making the other line, and you know, two birds, one stone, and all that. But I find like the big minifigures quite charming, and I am sad to see that they're not doing that anymore. They made a big action figure of Ant-Man for Ant-Man figure. Okay, so they made no minifigure set. Okay, so they really haven't made just minifigure, normal minifigure Ant-Man for a while. And like, I'm not a minifigure collector, but I feel kind of bad for people who do collect minifigures sometimes. Okay. What am I doing? Why did I do that? Okay, brain. Just don't skip steps. And take your time. Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this like one leg at a time. So I guess we're just gonna build one leg first, and then the rest of the backs is just the same. Oh no, this is the waist joint. Okay. That's cool. I like that there are lights on these to make it more like a vehicle. Yeah. Are they making, apart from the Ant-Man in the airport, are they making any contraction figures this year? Oh, I guess they're making, there's like Captain America, like Sam Wilson Captain America. That's nice. I with those sets, I really want to see new pieces. I'm waiting for their coverage to see if there's new pieces, because I think there's something here. Like I think this is an interesting design space. But I want to see new parts for it. Mostly, I feel like if they want to keep to this size but make me stronger joints that's more dense and like smaller, that would be good. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay. I wonder if this will actually have a reason, or if it's just like because it's 2 brick tall. Will I need the hole? Or is that for detail? Why is this here? Oh, I tore the instructions. Okay, so it looks like it's there because it's 2 brick tall. Unless it gets used again. Okay, let's just keep going. Huh. How are they gonna... Okay. Oh, alright. Alright. Huh. Okay. I wonder if there's a stability reason for these lights. But like, fitting those in there is pretty cool. That's nice. And because it's oriented this way, you can still do that, and that doesn't bump into anything at all. Cool. Okay, we're back to like single clip outward hip joint. Oh well, we'll have to live with that. We'll have to get used to that. This is the thing. I'm gonna guess that things are done this way because it's more efficient and more secure. But like in general, when you're doing sort of articulation design, it's better to have the forward and backward joint be inside of the outward joint. It's a lot more intuitive for you to handle. Yeah, than having it this way, where the outward hip joint is on the inside of the forward hip joint. But also there's no thigh swivel here, so it almost kind of doesn't matter. Okay, 10 is the other leg. All right. Let me see if I can speed through this now that I've seen everything. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Let's go. Okay. Did the brick get stuck? Am I colorblind? Where's my 2x2 round piece? Hello? Oh, here it is. Okay. I still hope for more mechs with thigh and bicep swivel. Alright. I think... Okay, for these big mechs, I want at least, like, dedicated biceps. I think biceps go a long way. And sometimes biceps just need them to orient the elbow joint in a particular way. Like, sometimes they would orient the elbows so that the mech has, like, a wrist joint instead of bicep, which is ludicrous. But I think that's been changing. I know for a fact that like the Lloyd mech that combines with the Aaron mech has biceps. That thing low key is actually really good. Unfortunately, it is like the thing that actually came after it got overshadowed by the thing that came after it. I think the Lloyd mech got overshadowed by the Climber mech, which then got overshadowed by Cole's Titan mech. But we had like 3 back-to-back bangers. We really did. I just said a Bionicle G2. Did you get? Well, I didn't get any because I had no money. But my brother did get them, and we basically share all of our toys. So if we count that, then the entirety of Wave 1 and what did I get for Wave 2? And Tahu in Wave 2. I didn't get any of the Skull guys, which is a shame. The Skull guys, I think, are really interesting. And I did think that like whoever thought that this is the direction for Bionicle to go in were correct. I wish it had more time to mature. But like all of the Skull villain guys and even like the Crystal Beast have really interesting functions. I think their problem is that they look like genericons. They look too generic. But they all have super unique builds and silhouettes and like interesting functions. And they were integrating much more technique into CCBS. Like they had like CCBS pieces that were that had a lot more technique connections on them and vice versa. They were connecting armor pieces onto like limb pieces that are like built like from scratch rather than using like CCBS frames. Yeah, it's yeah. I still feel a bit sad whenever I think about like G2 Bionicle, and like obviously it being Bionicle makes me sad, but also like just the death of CCBS makes me a bit sad. So yeah, I didn't get many, but like I really wish I did. I had no money. I was a wee lad. Wee lads don't have money. Okay. I remember my brother telling me that like he had a roommate who like got a new job and he realized that he could afford it now, so he went out and he bought the entirety of the Nexonites that were on shelves. He just brought home the whole Nexonite waves and sort of wishing that like that he, as in my brother, could do the same. Very cool. Oh, Ikimu was such a great set as well. I really wish I got that. Yeah, like them pairing Ikimu with well, it's like whatever his face is great. Actually, Umrak is also a fantastic, like very well designed villain. Man. Bonkos. I wish it had more time. I think the lesson to be learned from Bonkos is that like I guess it did get like a Netflix series, but I think it was a little bit like too little too late at that point. I think like compelling media to go with your toys are really important, and they did miss out on that at the launch of Bionicle. I think they probably did expect like sort of like the fans to to carry this out. Like I think they were hoping for more word of mouth. Yeah, it would have been nice to have like ongoing media to accompany it. Uh, uh, I'm sure this has been like I'm sure there are like sort of Barnacle historians who've looked into this more than I have. It is such a fascinating part of Lego history, like Barnacle G2 in particular. Like after Barnacle G1 also was like an interesting part of Lego history. Yeah. Now it's Ninjago. Ninjago might never die. I do think that maybe system just have more longevity and like it's able to call on deeper nostalgia than CCBS. Hmm. As the only way to get them now is reasonable price or knockoffs. Bonkos? Uh, I mean, okay. Knockoff bonkos I never engage with. I feel like tolerances would probably be super important for that. But the fan community is doing a lot of like 3D printed masks, and those look super cool. I wanna learn like actually to like this is part of I've got like a bunch of things that I want to make time for next year, and part of it is like learning to actually draw for real, sketching for real. Like I need to become a competent artist, like just like with pen and pencil. Uh, if I am to potentially get a job at the building, but the other thing is like I would love to learn to model with Blender, and see if I can make some barnacle masks. That might be fun. Mm. Okay. Huh. All right. Hmm. This is a step like this happens sometimes where like I look at the instructions and I look at a step and I wonder if it's like, was this step machine assisted? Did the machine break this step down rather than a human? Because it feels like there's a better way to break this step down. Having just said that, I flipped over and now I can't show you the page, but we're moving forward. Alright. So I'm gonna guess this is like the toe joint? Huh. Okay. Okay. Mm. Let's see. Mm. Okay. We can probably speed through this. This is probably just gonna be the same as the other leg. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Like that. The other side. It's the same. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mitch built me a Krasani mock with a 3D printed mask. I did see that. Yeah. I think that like as far as like the fan building community go, like it's like Barnacle is still going super strong, which is really impressive. Which I think shows that there's like a kind of intensity for Barnacle that that is hard to capture. Um, Hard to recapture, I guess. Hard to cultivate, I think is maybe the better way to phrase it. That yeah, it is very special. Um, but like I feel like I want to. I feel like it's difficult for me to engage with it, knowing that there will never be new bricks, and every year they might change the ball joints. I think part of my building is like I put in quite a lot of effort into trying to like make them sort of like buildable and shareable, and this is less of a priority. Not like something that they don't care about at all, but it is less of a priority in a lot of like Barnacle mock space. Um, yeah, like for me, I feel like I think they're kind of inaccessible, like for people to like recreate the models. Um, so it's a bit more difficult for me to feel like I want to do this. Now that Zane became a combo mech, which ninja team should get their own personal combo mech first? Well, the thing that this is like, is this Zane himself, right? This is like a big robot. I think the other robot in the series is Pixel, right? I wouldn't mind a big Pixel mech. That might be fun. Like I think if anybody's gonna get like a big toy, I'm willing to bet it's gonna be Kai. I think red is a color that's it is red. It is a very appealing color. It's a safe bet, I think, for commercial viability. Obviously, like, I want something blue. Blue's my favorite color, so J would be great. But even if it isn't J, and if it's some other character, as long as it's blue, I'm a happy camper. Irish Barnacle sets that use pieces from Star Wars beautiful characters. Yeah, I they were trying to extend the uses of CCBS into other things as well, and like a couple of things just didn't quite line up. I think Rogue One was probably like a huge loss. Maybe not that huge a loss. I don't know how much money they actually put into it, but I can't imagine like the contraction figures of those like Rogue One contraction figures selling very well. I saw them everywhere around here. Yeah, it's funny like because now we have Andor, and we're about to probably get a K2SO statue in the same vein as the as the droids that we already have, and I'm really excited for that because I love Andor. And I actually do like the design of K2SO. The K2SO CCBS set is actually really good. I don't know if it ever got the attention that it deserved. Cole with his new friends combo mech would be interesting. I don't know. That Cole had new friends. In like the junkyard or whatever. Like the last I saw of Cole before I zoned out, he was like running off with some people, before, you know, before Sora and Nia just kind of go away, just left. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That sounds cool. I would not say no to that. I think like the thing that's interesting to me are like, okay, should I say this? I think that like, okay, I think shapes are more interesting to me than colors, and I think we've seen that the team is able to make like any shape goes with any ninja. I don't think they're confined to their characteristics of like Jay has to be thin or whatever, and Cole has to be big. I think we've seen stuff that breaks that convention, though I can't really pull any example off the top of my head. Yeah, which means that I feel like we can probably like I don't care as much about which ninja gets the mech, and I care much more about what the mech will be shaped like and what its proportions will be. And uh, the Ninjago team always keeps like the proportions of their mechs and dragons fresh. That's the one thing that, well, they do a lot of things well. That is one of the things that they're consistently good at. I bet that also like they want to keep it fresh for themselves, and so the proportions of robots and dragons every year, even though they are still robots and dragons, are fresh. Mm. I had that CCBS K2SO. Was it good? It looks really good. Built a Lego Bumblebee mock video. Would it be cool if Lego made another Team Ninja combo mech with both Lloyd, Nia, Eren, Sora, and Wildfire? That would be very crowded. That would be a crowded combiner, and I think that, like, from experience, that's not necessarily a good thing. You're gonna have to double up with the vehicles. I don't think I would mind that. But like, somebody's gonna have to be a backpack, or like just a weapon, and not be very substantial. At that point, I feel like, does that count? Yeah. Okay, one of the most like prominent Transformers combiner is like a 6-part combiner. So who knows? We might be able to get something. Okay, here it is. To be honest, there needs to be a bigger, better blue mech. I mean, Jay's Titan mech is pretty good. Like, it's for now. I'm sure they have a plan. Like, Jay's Titan mech is so good. I feel like I'm happy for now. I don't feel too like I, I don't need them to rush a blue mech, though I would like to see it. Like, I mean, if I had my way, we'd have a blue mech every year. So I think it's probably a good thing that I don't have my way, because nobody will buy the sets except me. All right. All right, and now we're back to this. Okay. I think we're gonna test out this like minifigure fit right now. And then I can see whether. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. This might actually be quite a quick fit. No, it's not. Damn it. Okay. Just build. Okay, there's guns in here. Alright, hidden guns. Very cool. I wonder if Pixel will ever get a combo mech of her own. That is a good question, and like, I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. I do have vague memories of reading somewhere that like the team had to fight very hard for Nia to be on the box art. So there's definitely like some resistance in the marketing department for like yeah. So I don't know, but we'll see. We never know. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, and they'll surprise me. All right. Alright, that took a minute. Oh boy. Alright. Axle and clip. Okay, that is very solid. I'm surprised that the axle was needed there. I feel like the clip would probably suffice. I feel like the axle is probably a bit overkill. But, okay. Alright. Yeah, you're almost done. I am almost done. Alright. Can I... wheels? Alright. Okay. I think we can actually try the minifigure in now. On this side. Is she going to lay it down? Oh, she has like her hairpiece. Is that it? Is the hairpiece the reason? Surely not. There. That's... like, that's fine. It's flush. Why isn't it flush? It can be flush. Okay, is it that like this makes it illegal? Like this piece makes it so that you can't lift? Yes, you can. Was the initial design this? And okay, so this is my okay. It's conspiracy theory time. I don't care. Because this is also okay. If you look at this, it's resting on some studs, and there's like a consistent like half plate difference, like half plate gap here. So I'm gonna guess that initially it was supposed to be like this, but they found that like the clips would be ripped off, and so they have this build instead, which shifted the placement of this canopy, and well, that pushed the placement of this canopy up by one plate. Well, by half a plate. This is very weird. Let me count. One, two, one. This is on grid. What? I'm losing my mind. All right. Okay. Let me just try this real quick, just to confirm that I'm not crazy. Because this should just fit. It's just that this will be half a plate too high because it's the same height as this. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to move on. Pixel is one of the few characters that hasn't. I mean, I guess she is not elemental. I don't know. I don't. Okay. All right. I need. Oh. I need to sit down and actually do some math at some point with this. This is bizarre. That's not a half plate difference. That's a full plate difference. Yeah. That's a full plate. I'm not crazy. He switched the numbers. Okay. Oh god. Okay, let's just move on. I swear. Oh. Okay. Gotta move on, man. Just finish the build. Just finish the build. Alright, we'll finish the feet and then we can combine it. And we can be done. Okay. Oof. See, I keep forgetting to open the small bags. It's like the paper bags. Do you like rice? I mean, I'm Vietnamese, so yes, I eat rice with like every meal. Sometimes if you get like really good rice, you can't just eat rice alone, and it can also be quite nice if you have like really good rice. Even Vietnamese might think I'm crazy for saying that, but I am a rice enjoyer. K2SO biddable figure was really cool. It had a gimmick that Barnacle. Oh, okay. Very cool. I'm glad to hear that those have gimmicks as well. Okay. Let's put this on here. Like that. Alright. I think the foot is going to be mostly decorative. Alright, and it's the same on both sides. Alright, okay. This should go by relatively quickly then. Oof. Alright. The color scheme of this mech is weird. I think that mostly comes down to Ryu. Because otherwise it's Gundam tricolors, right? It's the same color scheme as the last combiner mech. Yeah. Let me. It is very striking. But. Well, okay. We'll see. This is. We'll see. I have plans to do some stuff just real quick with this. Okay, so what do we still have? Still have wheels. It's just like wheel assembly now. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Those are vertical. It's vertical boosters. Well, horizontal boosters, I guess. Very cool. All right. Right. Okay. So put this through. Put this through. What's going on here? Well, I'm just building a set. It is January 1st. There's a bunch of new sets, and I'm building one of them. This is the big Zane mech. Okay. Panels. Why? Okay. Missiles. Very cool. I prefer articulation. If a figure has no posability yet looks cool, it might as well be a statue. I mean, yes, it is effectively a statue. I think there's a place for this, and I'm interested to see how the gimmick works out. But if you ask me, yeah, my sensibilities would also sort of lean towards more articulations than gimmick. But gimmick is also cool, and it is Lego, and that's the quirk of Lego. It's like you're able to do stuff. The thing is, this has enough joints that I'm willing to bet that if you try, well, if I try, I might be able to make something with just like a normal suite of articulation here. There's this joint that I can reuse. There's a bunch of ball joints. There's quite a few like mini ball joints. There might be something to do here. Okay. It's Zane comic, so I think there should have been a Zane Dragon from Ninjago Core. Ooh, yeah, that would have been a pretty good idea, I think. Maybe have the Zane Dragon come with this set, and then have Ryu be optional attachable Ryu, right? Like an integration, or the other way around. You can just have like a. I'm gonna guess no. Does the Lloyd Dragon also has this head, and is also about this size. I wonder if like they also build in attachment points for Lloyd's Dragon to just like hop on. But I haven't seen it mentioned anywhere, so I'm gonna assume no. I prefer looks because I'm not gonna play with it anyways. And there you go. See, this is like, yes, different people, different audience for different things. I like to play with stuff, but like I like to play with this as well. It's just a different kind of play. It's a different kind of engagement with these like bigger mechs with like these gimmicks. Like I like me a good combiner. I like me a good transformation. And if they feel like it needs to be this to do that, then you know that is how that goes. All right. What am I doing? All right. So that, and full suspension. We done? Why do we have so many of these? Like, did I miss something? Why do we have a bunch of these? Alright, I must have missed something. Give me a second. Yeah. Where did I miss it though? Is it inside? Has it not come yet? Alright, let's just put on the wheels first, and then we will see about it. Are you using two Zanes? Probably not. I like if I'm gonna do something with this set, it's probably gonna be this set alone. It has a very unique color scheme. You know what has a really good color scheme? Like the new Aaron Jet? Man, I think I just like Aaron's colors. Like with like yellow and blue, it's just a really striking color combination. It's lovely, isn't it? Okay. Okay, come on. Okay. Putting tires onto wheels is like, surprisingly difficult. Like I keep, like if I don't do it, I see like my dad does it, or my brother does it, or my younger cousins do it, and it's just like sometimes they just don't fit the groove into the wheel piece. On the side of the foot. Oh yeah, they are on the side of the foot. Oh, thanks, spectator. That is where I missed those, because I was just building off of the other foot and not looking at instructions. I skipped those. That's a good spot. Thank you. Alright. There we go. And the rest of this is bullets, I take it. Alright. Wheels. Wheels, wheels, wheels. Okay, wheels and then bushing. Wheels. And then bushing. These bushings are kind of unnecessary, but sure, I'll take it. Unless they want to put more on top of here. Okay. Alright, look at that. Okay. Oh, actually this has a really nice shape in person. This feels pretty good. There's like a slope here. There's like an actual like you can see like there's an actual profile of an off-road truck. That looks pretty good actually. I like that a lot. Go by Source 1 instead. Okay. The Source Dragon. Should I get the Ice Dragon from Ninja Core? I do think that the Source Dragon is overall a better dragon, but if you can get the Ice Dragon for a good deal, that's a pretty good set this one. Okay. Alright. So, I actually feel like it looks better with, like, okay, so you can give it a bit of a rake by having it completely straightened, but you can do that, and then it's slightly, okay, here's my question, how far can you push it? And it can still roll. Okay, so this is too far. So this is as far as you can push it. That's still pretty good, I think. That's pretty fun. Alright. Shall we combine? Is there a combination? Alright, here we go. There we go. These I actually think might look better closer to the leg, and the leg's not going anywhere anyways. And, oh, okay, this is the other thing I was wondering, like, can it use the wheels as roller skates? And the answer is, yeah, kind of. Okay, I need to push this in so that it doesn't collapse on itself. Interesting. It's catching on something when it's rolling back. Just on this side. And I'm wondering what it is that it's catching on. This is kind of fun. Alright. Okay. Let me shift this up. You can see dragon in the background. Okay. Let's get this off. This off. Oh, okay. I thought there'd be like a big ball here as well, but there isn't. There really is just two mini ball joints. Okay. We will have to collapse these down because they interfere with the arms. Okay. Take that. Take that. Okay. Thumb. Did I put the thumb on the wrong side? I don't think I did. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Wrist joint. Look at that. Okay, so all of the people who think that the colors look weird, I'm just gonna put Zane on without putting the dragon on. I think these legs should hug the torso. Yep. The colors of this is a lot more reasonable, isn't it? Right? Like, yeah, it is just like Gundam Tricolors. Okay, I put Ryu on first, and then we will see about... Okay, Ryu, how's Ryu supposed to go? What do you want me to do with Ryu's legs? Just fold it up. Okay. Let's fold that straight. Let's fold this up. Tail, anything? No? Okay. Alright. There we go. I think there should be a clip somewhere. Oh, there's a clip on Ryu for the sword. Okay, nice. Big wings. Okay. Huh. The way that these ball joints are mounted, the wings sort of lean backwards a bit. I did not expect that. That's okay. I can live with that. And, oh. Okay. All the way forward, and that's Ryu. I think it's mostly Ryu that's throwing the colors off. Alright, let me switch to the top-down camera so we can see more of it. Alright. I think Ryu is throwing the colors of the thing off. Without Ryu, I think the colors are fine. I think that Tio just is like really aggressive. But I actually quite like the shape of Ryu on here. With like the wings. I think this is like a cool shape. To have like a chunky robot with wings. I think it's actually kind of cool. Can you do a pose where you make it sit down and the wheels lift? Okay, alright, let's do tank mode. Might as well. We are here. No point not. Okay. Zane came apart, but I can just do that. Oh, actually, I was wondering about like the balance of this. All right, okay, so you will have to like point the arms forward to counterbalance the rest of the body, because like otherwise it would just collapse backwards. So there you go. That's the tanker. Let me see. That's tanker mode. Yeah. It's tanker mode. All right. Okay. There's a thing I want to try immediately. Ryu. Actually, Ryu can stay. It's just Ryu has to stay on the back. Is there a piece on here that is a ball with thing? No? Come on. Damn it. Okay, I have to improvise. We can do this. Alright, let me stand it back up because this is silly. Okay. Actually, this doesn't interfere too much with the arms. I think I'll leave the wheels up, actually. Okay, so... is there anything on here that I can repurpose? Do I have anything nearby that I can use to repurpose this? Arrows, nope. Okay. Dragon? Did dragon come with anything I can use? Kind of. But I will have to... Oh, not really. Okay. Let me think. I must have this brick somewhere nearby. I just don't know what I have readily available with this brick that I have in mind. I gotta go. It's been nice. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bunkles. Hello, Jeremy. Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna go to my smaller collection here and see if I can find the piece that I'm looking for. I should have it with me. Oh, actually, I know what has it. I think... Okay. I think War Machine has it? I think I used it. Yep, okay, I used it for War Machine's elbows. Alright, I got it. Okay. It's a shame that the set doesn't come with that brick at all. Like, I can check the inventory and confirm that no, it just doesn't. And I wished it did. That would make modding this much easier. Alright, so this is my War Machine, which I am very proud of. Let's take this off, take that off. Just, right. Okay, let me just take Zane off. Try to take this off. I'm gonna leave this on here as like chest plate, and I'll do that and that. How's this? Right? Oh my god, this looks so much better. Okay, Ryu can even stay on the back and it's fine. It's not a big problem. This looks so much better, it's not even funny. Actually, can I put Ryu's head here? No? Okay. Okay, let me also move... Okay, this is bugging me. I'm gonna move the printed piece outside. I don't care. Fight me, world. Okay. There we go. Okay. Chat, can we agree that this looks better? This looks like super cool now. Like, look at him. He's about to punch through a wall. He's so buff. This is awesome. Okay, let's remove Ryu and see how this goes. Oh god. I'm sorry, Ryu. Bye-bye. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Let's do one more thing, which is that I'm gonna shift this chest plate up. I'm gonna move the clip piece just one plate down and see if that helps it at all. Alright, this is relatively easy. Bracket that back. Oh boy. This reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, me too. What, like, come on. This is kind of awesome now. So yeah, if you get this, here you go. One single piece, and it can look like this instead of what it looked like officially. Just need to shift that head back, and now he also has like a super expressive ball joint, the head, so he can tilt and look like he's staring at you. It's gonna mess you up with his gun. Oh god, I really want biceps. Alright, we don't have biceps. This is what we gotta live with. Look at that. Look at how mean that looks. This is awesome. Ah! Okay. Alright. I guess that's that. Okay, guys. I think that's it for this stream. This is the one thing I really wanted to. Oh my god, I can even like put him in like kind of like a lean, like a bit of a hip thrust, and he looks great. Oh god. You know what? I love this now. I went from being curious but cautious about this set to now feeling like this looks cool. This just looks awesome. Alright. Well, okay, let me see. I want to tighten the waist as well. With that, make it. I think it's fine. Alright. Okay. Okay, Project Blue. I will also just end the stream here as well. Alright, thank you for joining me, everyone. I may or may not stream again in a couple of hours, but it's unlikely. So this might be it for a while. When we return, I will have access to the wall. Unless we're returning later tonight for me. In which case, we will have no access to the wall. But, yeah. So, thanks for joining me, everyone. Bye-bye.